Hello everyone, Andrew here, and welcome to Bob's Game. Now, you're going to have one of two reactions upon seeing this. The first one is you're going to go, oh wow, I remember that from like a billion years ago. And the second reaction is that you have absolutely no idea what is going on right now. Now, both of those reactions are completely legitimate because Bob's Game is a very interesting thing. And as you can see down there, 2003 to 2009, this game is a game made by a guy named Bob, and back in the day, he did everything he could to try and get it published on the Game Boy Advance as, kind of, a game made by one person without, all these companies or things to back him up. And the story is really, really, really bizarre, and throughout that time, a lot of different things happened, and along the way he released a couple of demos. There was demo 1, which was actually released as a Nintendo DS file. You could play it in an emulator or on a flash cart. And then there was demo 2 here, which could be played on your Windows machine. Now it's kind of foggy because, back in 2009, about 5 years ago now, I don't remember everything that happened. I was kind of on the sidelines. It was a game I was actually looking forward to, and then just things kept going weird, and Bob disappeared for a while, and then he tried to do something else, and now he's actually trying to do the whole Kickstarter thing where he's trying to raise $10,000, and I don't know how that's going. I mean, he's raised about $3,000, and there's about, half the month left. But yeah, I thought it would be kind of interesting to play. So without looking at, the title screen anymore, let us press the space key and then the shift key, and thank you for playing. So yeah, it's either, like I said, you know about this game or you don't know about this game. And I'm going to try my best to explain things about this game. Also, for some reason, any kind of recording software I've tried to use slows the game down a bit. So it's not gonna be full speed, but I did want to record it. I didn't think I played around with it for a couple of minutes. I didn't think it was too bad, but hopefully that works. Anyway, all right, we are done unpacking. So let's see what is going on. So you play as you. YUU is the incredible creative name of our main dude here, and you can hold the shift button to run. Which, I mean, even though it is a little bit slower, you still move pretty fast. So I figured we can make this work. Yeah, Bob's Game. It's a game about playing games and collecting games and exploring the world. And he had a trailer for it. I thought it looked kind of cool, and you can explore your house here right now. It's going to be bizarre to try and explain this, but you can talk to your brother here, and he's like, aren't you supposed to be unpacking, dude? Because they just moved in case it wasn't obvious. And I'm not going to read every bit of text. Probably going to talk through the text, but you can, of course, read it and stuff like that. But yeah, Bob, he tried to get his game to published, and if you go to bobsgame.com right now, there's actually a whole gigantic story behind what he's gone through and different things, and the story behind Bob's Game, and that would explain Bob's situation a lot better than I ever could. But if you go there and read that, you'll kind of get the story. It's kind of strange, but kind of interesting. But overall, just the whole thing behind this game, I mean, it was something I did really want to look forward to back in the day. And there were numerous times where I was like, that would be really cool, and I would buy that for the Nintendo DS. Because, I mean, it includes a lot of things I love. A game about collecting and playing video games. And it kind of, touches on, the different generations of games and things like that. Of course, I mean, all we had to go on was a trailer and a little bit of information that Bob, would tell. And he was always very cryptic and mysterious, so it was very hard to, figure out what was going on at times. But right now we are on the, the very first fetch quest for batteries. And, as you can see, there's batteries over there. But our brother is being a jerk, and he's playing the GameCube. As you can see, got the 64 and Super Nintendo on the ground there. People always tried to figure out what was going on that TV, and people said that it was like, it looks like Super Mario 64 fighting Bowser, on like the circle kind of platforms. You'd have to pick them up and throw them. That's what people always said that looked like. But then it's on the GameCube, so everyone's like, what the heck is up with that? Unless there was something else that people ended up, saying about it that I just don't remember. But anyway, he has the batteries, but, I kind of like that it touches on, those first world video game problems of, I'm on the last level, don't bother me. But anyway, the mom said it could have been in the garage. So, I guess we really should have gone in there. And it is interesting, kind of the seamless door transitions. I remember Bob, always being excited about those. And you can look inside boxes, and that one has fishing rods, and that one has cardboard boxes inside of boxes. You've got, boxception going on there. But, your brother has the batteries. He doesn't want to give them up. So what do you do when someone's being a jerk and they're playing a video game? You shut off the power. Heck yeah. Let's do it 90s style. I guess it's a GameCube, so this would be, 2000-ish. So I still, like, it's really interesting. I mean, it's such a bizarre game. And I mean, all we really have to go by are these demos that Bob released, and the few things that you can see from the trailers. And just the idea of it all. I mean, about a guy who goes around playing video games and doing stuff. I mean, it's like, I don't know. I guess it reminds me of me in a way. What? The wiring is bad or something. Or, I went and, messed with the thing in the basement. Go ask your mother. But yeah, so anyway, now we can go and steal all of the batteries. But yeah, as I was saying, I mean, it's a bizarre game, and you play games within the game. So, I mean, we're getting the batteries, and as you'll see in a few minutes, we're actually going, play a game inside a game. So it's going to be like Gameception, to go along with our Boxception. And yeah, the text is a little bit slower than it would be if it was full speed. I don't know why every single video recording program I have likes to slow it down. I mean, I can play, super, recent 3D games with full speed while recording, but not Bob's game. It's just that freaking crazy. And we're still not entirely sure how, but never mind. So yeah, so everything in this game is kind of a parody of something. So you got the Game Toy, definitely not a parody of the Game Gear at all. And that was a joke. So, well, sort of. So, and even jokes about, how you would turn on the Game Boy way back in the day, and you'd get that kind of glitched Game Boy text. You'd have to take it out, you'd have to blow in the cartridge. And people always, these days, always say, oh, that didn't help at all. But I don't care what they say. It helped, and it helped. And they're all wrong. And yeah, I understand it does add to, like, the corrosion or whatever, but it still helped. But anyway, so we're going to take our Gantendo, definitely not a ripoff of Microsoft, which was very popular back, in the 80s and 90s, as far as game, companies go. Anyway, we're going to take this thing. I also like how they parody the fact that, everybody and their, 3,000 siblings bought the Game Boy. It's kind of like the Wii, which I think the Wii, literally everyone does have at least, 3,000 of them. But she trusts you, so you come here, and then she goes there. Just to be sure, she went ahead and ordered off the Overprotective Mother's Daytime Talk Show. That's probably actually a thing, knowing, crazy crazy daytime talk shows that are out there. Also known as doc shows, which is a word I have just come up with. But yeah, we have an electric leash on to, ensure that we cannot, leave the premises, because... For kids! No, I'm just kidding. It's like parenting back in, the 1760s. Very, very creative. Anyway, after all of the text, which we would normally be able to speed through this at a much faster pace, but in the land of, half speed, which I don't know, it feels like it's faster than half speed, but someone will probably say otherwise. We now have to go do things. Oh yeah, we can pause the game here, and we have some super useful massive stats there, which I don't know if to do anything. And we also have this ancient toaster-sized handheld system, which is the shining point of a whole generation's childhood. The batteries would have appeared there as well. But anyway, we can walk around, but we have to somehow make it to the back door, and it's kind of funny. I think you can go along here. I like the graphics. Of course, everything was made by Bob himself. I think he did a quite nice job on it. But it is it's not like the early Pokemon days where even though you should technically be able to go behind this, you can't. You do have to kind of think it through and go, oh, I can sneak through this area that looks like it is impossible for me to actually go through. And that takes us to the backyard, and the world actually is quite expansive from what he showed in some of the videos that he made. I don't know, they all got taken down. I'm not sure if he's put his videos back yet, but anyway, we can go and explore the neighborhood and follow this path here, and we'll see where exactly this leads us, because, if there's anything that's fun, it's exploring outdoors when you could be playing video games. And look at all these backyards. Just like real life. Whoa, okay. I guess that would be the shot color. Crap, I can't believe they sell this thing. I mean, on one hand, you can kind of see why Nintendo... I guess Nintendo would have had a lot of reasons to be reluctant to, actually publish this game. I mean, it has things in it that, just Nintendo and their, goody good nature probably wouldn't approve of. That's my backyard, I believe. But then on the other hand, I mean, it's like, maybe he just, he could have easily changed those things too. So I don't know. But anyway, we have a dude's backyard here, so let's go break in and break in. And we can talk to Kid. As that's what people used to do back in the day before everyone had cell phones. And now you don't even know who you're talking to over in Alaska or whatever, which is definitely not part of the United States. Who are you and why are you in my backyard? At least he addresses this, unlike every other person in any video game ever who's just like, please come into my home, undetected. I just moved in a couple houses down, and I'm you. And I guess the whole game it would be like, let's play off of the pun that you is you. Because, you. That's weird. Thank goodness he addresses that fact. But yeah, we have the Game Toy with me. Game Toy, you means the old one. Because yeah, I guess even there would have been the Game Toy, Supreme or whatever in the Bob's Game universe. Doesn't you have anything better? No, my brother has some newer games, but he's always playing them. I guess that's I'm the oldest child, so I guess I never had kind of those problems where the older sibling would always be playing the cool stuff, and then I'd be stuck with the not so great games. But he has the Game Toy Color, and it's been a long time since he has played it. What games does you have? There's more than one. Yeah, Tetrid, right? So I wonder that's definitely a ripoff of Final Fantasy VI. I heard it's got a cool ending, but man, nobody ever beats Tetrid, so let's mash through this text. So yeah, so apparently nobody can beat Tetris, because, Tetris is pretty difficult. A game that goes on forever is pretty difficult to beat, although I know that there are, modes in Tetris which eventually do end. But anyway, let's see this. And I remember this was always, the hardest part of the entire game, but maybe with slowdown, we will be able to do something. But yeah, as you can see, it's Tetris, but all the blocks look like, they're not from Tetris, because they're only 3 instead of 4. And I know that in the first demo, there was a cheat for beating this. I don't remember if there was such a thing in this version, but hopefully we won't need it. It is very hard to place those, though, because, they have a gap in them, which makes it very hard to get lines. I know that there was a way to do it, but I'm kind of haven't played this game in 5 years. So cut me some slack. So basically you do have to beat this, and once you do, you will unlock the super incredible ending of Tetrid. Let's see, though, how long should this take? And I know that you could, there was a way to kind of squeeze blocks in, where other blocks are, but I haven't played this in so long. I'm kind of rusty on the whole how exactly this game works. Although we'll figure it out. Let's see. But yeah, definitely, it is, a play on the good old Game Boy, it wasn't actually black and white. If you've ever played the really original Game Boy, it looks more like green and white. Or, sorry, green and, different shades of green, not black, by any means. Anyway, how do we want to do this? I'm just trying to think here. Maybe we could do that. And that fits there well. But yeah, basically, I remember a lot of people downloaded Demo 1, and I believe the first demo ends immediately after this game. I still have that floating around on my computer somewhere. But yeah, you beat this, and I believe then in Demo 2 you go on, and there's a few more games in it to play. Let me see. Overall, there's not too much to commentate on. It's not Tetris, but it's essentially Tetris. Let's be honest here. Oh, we can turn that one there. We can do that. And there actually is an easy mode. I know that in the config file you can edit it so that you can play easy mode, although this is not easy mode. Easy mode is set to no. So we're doing it, the epic old school way, which, hopefully works out. Although, let's see if I place that there. That works out quite well. Yeah. Let's see. So does that interest you? I think that's the main question here. Does a game about going around and collecting games interest you? For some people, maybe not, because, I am a collector guy who goes around and I love to play video games. So that's why Bob's Game was always something that intrigued me, because it's it's the kind of thing I love to do in real life anyway. So to have a game about going around and, playing games, and it looks like it would have had an interesting story too. But we shall never know unless you donate your money now. But yeah, it's interesting. And Bob has, he's disappeared a lot, and it's interesting. It's the word of the day. Starts with an I and ends with a G. But, go and check out the Kickstarter page, see what you think, do some research on Bob's Game. There used to be a big forum for it, where, all the people who were patiently waiting would gather and talk about Bob's Game, and it'd be like, don't stop the party, man. Don't stop the party. But then it kind of got stopped, and then the ND thing came along. And that's another thing. Bob was going to try and release this thing called the ND, for indie, get it? Where, people could release their own games, and it would have been included in cereal boxes or something like that. Again, it's been so long. I completely, I'm not going to say I ever really forgot about Bob's Game. It's always that thing that's kind of been in the back of my mind. You know, it's like, yeah, there's that game that I believed in and then just disappeared. And then I'd be like, I got my hopes up again and then it disappeared. And then swore to never, never again care about it. I don't really know where I should put that. Because I had my sights set on putting this here. I really could have done something better with that, for sure. How many lines do you have to get, though? I don't actually remember. And that could be a bit of an issue. This one we can kind of place to the left here, though, to save a bit of what I screwed up. We need to be serious here. Luckily, we have a bit of room. We're not too close to the top. That was probably a very bad move. Ooh. Ugh, okay, that moment in Tetris when you're like, maybe it will make it all the way over to the side, maybe. I really hope it doesn't go on too much longer. I know I always remember thinking, Tetrid, why must you, curse me this way and last so long? Okay, starting to do funky things. How do we want to do this? I don't really remember. Well, this is like the worst block in like the history of the universe. Let's see, if we hold left here, we could go all the way over there. This one can probably be best placed on top of here. But if I do that, where can the next block go? The best thing probably to flip it like that. Put that there. Yeah, Tetris, I don't know. I've never done a random game of the day of Tetris before. It's something I've always considered, but just the commentary would probably not be the most, exciting. Mostly just me. Oh man, I botched that one. I really should have placed this one there, but it seems to like it's going to work out. Where do we want that one to go? Yeah, starting the flash. I think we only need 2 more. I think 200 is where this ends. Okay, we have the perfect spot for this next block coming. I don't know if it's completely random or if it looks at what you might need when calculating. Although either way, we're about to get 200. What will actually we're not about to get 200. We're about to get 200. What shall happen? And it doesn't end. It doesn't end. I'm not prepared for this. Okay, we got that. Just don't lose your cool, Andrew. I mean, this is honestly the first time I've played this since like 2009, so I'm actually kind of like astonishing myself right now from the fact that I might actually do this on my first try. I was expecting to have many kind of retakes needing to be done, but apparently not. Okay, we're at 220. What number does it stop at though? 250? 230? Please be 230. No, it's not 230. And yeah, starting to flash. It's like I can't even see my face anymore. Okay. That should best go there. I don't have a good place for this block at all. Oh my god. Like that is the worst block of them all. I absolutely hate it. Okay, 250. Fingers crossed for 250. No. 260. Come on, 260. 270. Bring it up for 270. Yeah. Okay. I mean, we have a lot of leeway. It is starting to get faster. Not sure if that's obvious. I mean, I guess, again, I am kind of cheating because of the fact that it's there's some slowdown, but that's not my fault. I can't record with anything without it slowing down a bit. Okay, let's go there. Give it up for day 53. No, 290. Come on. Well, where should this... Okay, actually, we have a decent spot to put that this time. Who would have thought? All right. Okay, it has to be 300. 300 sounds like it's ringing a bell. Although we're not at 300 yet. Okay, that can go there. That can go there. That can go there. We don't have anywhere nice to put this at all. At all. Ooh, okay. So we're gonna have to make one more line here. Okay. Yeah, that triangle one, it's not really a triangle. That's coming again. No. Oh, shoot. Okay, we can do this. We got this. Yeah, we got this. Let's just flip this one upside down. 300! It's not over yet. Darn this game. And then this explains why Nintendo never released Bob's game. I swear, they probably actually tried it and they couldn't beat this. Like, I can't see what is going... Whoa. That was a pretty massive tale of woe. Okay. Actually, I completely botched where that one should have gone. Whoops. No. Okay. Okay, that one should go there. That one should go there. Like, really, how does it not end at 300? I don't remember it going on longer than that. Okay, that's good. That can go here. That can go... I mean, I'm not even going to cut this out. I'm going to leave this in so, everyone can understand what people who, waited for Bob's game have had to go through. Okay. It has to be like 350 or something. There's no way this can go on much longer. That goes there. That goes there. These, like, those ones, like the best ones. That, I can't see. Okay. That can go there. I really shouldn't have done that. I should have just placed one of these in there. Actually, no, it still fits. 350? It's not 350? Okay. This is getting quite ridiculous, I must admit. I guess that's probably what easy mode does. It probably lessens the required number. Although I don't believe that the Game Boy Advance version ever... sorry, the Game Boy Advance. The version that you could actually play on your DS ever had an easy mode. Oh god, that was a terrible decision. That was an absolutely terrible decision. I'm starting to lose it because just my brain is like, Andrew, you're losing it. No, okay, no, I should go there. Like, I can't even see anymore. Okay, that's a nice spot over there. This one has a nice spot all the way over to the right. 400! Give it up for 400! I mean, it's possible. I mean, it has to be 500. There's no way it's not 500. And it's definitely possible, but at the same time, it's kind of like, it's kind of like, oh my gosh. Okay, that goes there. That goes there. That goes there. That was a terrible decision. Yeah, that goes there. It's like the pieces. The pieces. That goes there. I like how the screen starts to shake. It's like you're screwed. Just deal with it. Okay, 430. 450. 460. 470. 480. Unfortunately, we will not be able to make 490 this time. I can't see. Okay, that's exactly... Whoa! Okay, 490? Okay, we're almost at... Okay. Hey, here we go. We got it. Andrew's epic comeback. 500! We not program more. You are best. Take that. And just imagine if that was full speed. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And now we finally get to see what comes next. Oh man. Please do not break on me. Please do not break on me. Please. You should press start. There we go. You actually did it. Wouldn't you know? And if you think that was that was difficult, I remember some of the other games in this demo being equally as ridiculous. So there is much to look forward to. Very much to look forward to. Oh, come on. It wasn't that hard. You know, at like half speed. Imagine if that was full speed. No, really. I heard this rumor. The programmer couldn't even beat it. You seriously just beat the person who made it. Why would they do that? Don't ask me. They thought it was funny. That game was pretty ridiculous. You weren't kidding. You is awesome at games. Ooh, freaky. He was born with a game toy in his hands. That's not, freaky at all. Clearly his mother took the all-game toy diet before, giving birth. But hey, we have a cutscene here with Bob. At least I believe it's supposed to be Bob. And he's like, man, I can't believe no one has thought of this yet. Tetrid has nothing on this. Nobody has ever seen anything like it. And it's a brand new puzzle game called Professor Layton and the Diabolical Game. And it's practically its own genre, a million seller for sure. Once those Nintendo guys see it, I'm in. I can't wait. This has got to be one of the best games ever made. So, yeah, this is kind of a reference to, things that have actually happened. And I thought that was really clever, too. I wonder what I should tell them. I won't have to say anything. The game is all that matters. It doesn't matter what I say. They couldn't possibly pass up something this fun. Clearly it was like, Tetris 2. That's why it was so different from Tetris 1. Don't get ahead of yourself. You've still got a long way to go. You've got to work. I know that feeling, trying to work really hard to get your project done. And I feel bad. It definitely, all the work is here. It's not like it's like, it has quality. It's not like, you know, it's a game that's terrible or something like that, and it understandably got turned down. I think that there's some cool stuff here, but, you know, we got the clock up at the top there. We finally have some stats. You know, we have the time, and we have the day, and we are just like, you know, the brokest kid on the block. You know, who had money back in the day? Anyway, we're just kind of, we have to sit here and wait for it to get lighter out, you know, just like in the real morning. He has an NES though, which is pretty cool.